A very warm welcome to you, baby dolls. It's very lovely of you to join me. I want to share with you something about my friend, Mr. Custard. Now, Mr. Custard has a ritual. Mr. Custard is one of my deep, long crypto friends, and he's very insightful. And he has been my friend for quite some time. We've gone through a lot of experiences together when it comes to getting wrecked and enjoying some euphoria. And Mr. Custard has, using his ritual, has taken a look at the crypto field, unbiased, neutral, and I listen to what he says because it brings a bit of a fresh perspective. Now, Mr. Custard has conducted deep, fundamental crypto analysis through his ritual of smoking illicit substances. What was his conclusion? Well, it's funny. This is what he says. Data Dash, our friend Nick. I want you to know, friends, Nick, he's a friend of the channel. He's a nice man. He's got a kind heart. But this is funny, okay? We're not going to stop just because someone's nice, just sharing it with your friends. This happens, okay? If I was a top signal, I would let you know, okay? I remember on the Pulse Chain launch of testnet, if you go back and listen, I said, Spriggles, the Pulse Chain testnet. I remember saying around that time, I go, guys, I'm so euphoric. It's probably a top signal. I am euphoric. You should probably sell. I remember telling a lot of people that, okay? So I'm very self-aware of these. Now, our friend, Mr. Custard, has said, not going to make it. He says, Mr. Data Dash, our friend Nick, was fudding crypto markets at the lows while shilling paid reviews. Now, understand, friends, a lot of people, crypto market's tough. We dropped 99%. Some people just got to make a living and do that. But we're not here to judge. We're just here to tell you there's a signal. Have you noticed the thumbnail outline is green now? You notice that? Look at that, friends. Look at the green outline. Nick's thumbnails have been famously red, deep red, for 18 months in a row. Nick's finally green. Look, I made videos a couple of months ago. I said, friends, we're probably going to go up just far enough to get Nick bullish. And it's going to appear to us. You know, someone said to me, like, how do we know he's like finally converted? I go, oh, you'll know. The universe sends signals. You'll know. Here it is. You're seeing green thumbnails. What else did Mr. Custard reveal to us? Okay. Andrei, Jikh. Now, Mr. Andrei, Jikh, one of the biggest financial YouTubers. He's from the stonk market world. Millions of subs. Making a video. How high will Bitcoin go in 2024? And also Mr. Custard. Look at Mr. Custard putting the F truck. Noob hunting season is open. It's like bang, 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 bang. It's just basically exit liquidity. All right. So this is, friends, I'm telling you right now, unbiased Mr. Custard, when he's in his ritual mode and he takes a perspective like this, you cannot fade Mr. Custard. Okay, Mr. Custard, look, and Mr. Custard's right. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 green monthly candles. Danger, danger, danger. I'm the only content creator, your friend, right? The only content creator who is not only your friend, but actually giving you unique information that other influencers, I'm watching there with you, they don't tell me and you. They don't talk about these monthly candles. They don't talk about any of these long-term perspectives. Why? It's because their audience, they know they're here for the trading signals. They're here for the new dopamine hit. They want more followers, more subs, so they can get more money, so they can shill more ICOs, so they can make their income, dump, and leave while telling you everything's going higher. I'm not about that. I'm in public markets like you. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is what's happening out there, and these are warning signs. Also, this gentleman making Custard analysis. Now, this gentleman, he's a nice dude, okay? He's a nice dude. Thing is, I want you to know this, friends. This is just, you're learning now. You're learning the peanut brain method. When you see somebody who loves to do a lot of analytical research, when they make a video about something, it's bearish. Why? It's because Those types of people, they are not like me. They don't speculate. You give me like an inch, I'll imagine a story. I'll imagine it going to the future, okay? Imagine the endless possibilities, and I'll take the bets on the other side, okay? That's speculating and investing, buying low, selling high, okay? You're trying to predict the future. With analytical people, they aren't in the business of that, okay? They are more of like an accountant role, a back office role when it comes to, say, a company. They are the people, detail-oriented. They are the people who, they have to have all the information there, all the columns filled out. I want to see price to earnings. I have to see price, balance sheet stuff for the past 10 years. I want to know everything about the whole company. And with crypto, same thing too. Why is that bearish? It means what you're looking at has gone so popular and the information is so well researched that it's spread out. Now you are able to make big, long, condensed analytical reports about that thing. And that's why it's bearish, okay? That's why, for example, friends, at the very tops, you will see these people in the bull markets, they'll make these nice linear mathematical models just showing endless growth into the future. It's because they're seeing the well-oiled machine that they think is a well-oiled machine, but it's actually just a greater full Ponzi. Welcome to crypto, friends. They're seeing it and they think they have all the moving parts together. They're like, wow, there are like 13 pieces of this puzzle that are here now. And I can now forecast my model into the future. But what they don't know is they've been fooled. Luckily for you, you have a friend like me with straight back who's told you they're only saying these because they're late. And the green monthly candles have pumped. Okay, they are a reflection of the price itself. So now you know why I always say in my videos, right? I always tell you, they're just describing the color of the monthly candle. Okay, so many times people bring a theory to me. They say, hey, this thing is a scam. It's a Ponzi. I go, nah, you are just describing to me how bad the chart looks. Okay, or when someone tells me like, this is the greatest thing, they solve the new method of technology. No, you are just showing me lots of green monthly candles in a row. That's actually what you're doing when you're talking to me like that. Okay. 99.99% of the time, friends, that's exactly what's going on. You know that's the truth. So I hope you have a different perspective now when it comes to, for example, the magical fractal Ponzi. I also want to show you now this GIF. Friends, it's not actually my friend Mr. Custard, but just watch him slowly. It's just deep in thought. There he is. That is Eureka moment. Hey, that's exactly what's going on. I mean, sometimes it just takes a different perspective to figure out this wonderful world of crypto. Also got to remind you, friends, as well, the funding rates are enormous. Here I am even telling Mr. Crypto Man Ran. So Ran is a friend of the channel, and Ran is turbo long here. And I'm hoping he took profit on his Bitcoin, even if it keeps going higher, because at the end of the day, you got to learn from your mistakes, okay? One of the classic top signals in crypto, all of crypto Twitter know about it now. It's when you start to see people posting their P&L screenshots, okay? Because it means usually they're proud of it. And if they're proud of it, it usually means it's hit a target of sorts. It's euphoric enough. You're overconfident and like you have such a high regard for your profit that you can now post it, okay? So that is something to look out for. In the bull market tops, we're going to be seeing a lot of it. Once again, I've got to remind you, friends, it might happen at prices much lower than we think. Okay, that's why we might be seeing P&L screenshots, Jim Cramer calling for higher prices, Ty Lopez, Ian Bellino, all the X Factor top signals saying stuff. We're like, man, Bitcoin's only like $76,000. How are they all saying this stuff already? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be saying that. Most people, they're not going to be talking about this. I'm going to have red thumbnails, friends. They're going to be saying, just getting started, buy the rumor, buy the news. El Salvador is going to have 5 countries next to them. They're all going to buy Bitcoin. They're going to pump it. And trust me, I'm going to be saying, hey, you know the GDP of those 5 countries, they're literally like one suburb of Texas. Okay? So they're not going to do anything. Okay? They're top signals. El Salvador was a top signal. When El Salvador adopted Bitcoin, friends, it was $40,000. All right? When your friend Somi adopted Bitcoin, it was 3,200 at literally the bear market low. Okay, complete world of difference. Right, so you're going to be able to see these things. The only issue is, are you going to be able to have the balls to let go of something, even though it's not at your desired price, despite all these signals being there? Now, this was the magical fractal Ponzi. Remember, we are still through that zone, $44,000. I mean, we can just wake up, as I was telling you, any day I wake up, it's going to be some big wickety whack down. I mean, like, something's going to happen. I don't know. You just never know with these. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people confused because like, wait a minute. Bitcoin's up here. Altcoins haven't moved. What if Bitcoin comes down? It's a very weird thing, right? Bitcoin, once it comes down, friends, it just zones up in that area. And people who have their big targets for Bitcoin, they're pre-rich. So when they're pre-rich, they start gambling as if they are rich. And what they do is they then look at the rest of the market. They go, well, Bitcoin, so what they do, friends, you have to listen to this, okay? This is relative value and pricing. So even though Bitcoin might be $40,000 if it corrects a bit, in their mind, the people who are going to come and gamble and buy our coins, they're imagining Bitcoin at $100,000 already. In their mind, they're pre-rich. They're like, it's basically going to $100,000 for sure. We're already $40,000, okay? So what they start doing is they start spending as if it's going to $100,000. And when they start spending, they ignite a few things. Ethereum pops, Chainlink, maybe Hex, Pulsar, Pulsar, or these other coins. You don't know which ones. Friends, not financial advice. Go buy bonds. You know the deal. Okay, so they start popping off, and it sends like a fever to everybody else to start popping off as well. You just don't know when. You just don't know how. You just pray it's an eventuality in your coins. Okay, so that's why it actually happens. Now, the unfortunate part is $100,000 doesn't come for them. In fact, you always see this is the end of the move. Okay, and then everybody regrets it like 1, 2, or 3 months later. This is what's been happening time and time again. And then all those people who are like, oh my God, remember when I was feeling pre-rich and I posted my P&L screenshots and I bought those altcoin meme coins? I should have just taken profit and did nothing. If you go on crypto Twitter, people say that time and time again. But what we found is people don't learn. They keep doing the exact same thing, okay? So things about like the Solana resurgence, all these other degeneracies, people just seeing green coins go up and they're starting to attach narratives to it, okay? So, Solana's gone up, therefore it's going to be an Ethereum challenger. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. Who are you? Okay, I'm literally, friends, that's why to win in this game, right, your portfolio position must be opposite to the crowd, okay? There's a difference though. If you do this and stay in the shadows, you're going to win and everything's going to be fine. The only problem is for someone like me, I have a challenge here. How do I do my actions of a portfolio whilst telling you without pissing you off that it's the right move to do on average? It's very hard, okay? Some people take like the Richard Hart approach of like, you're all going to lose all your money and you deserve it, blah, blah, blah. But then some people say, well, that approach kind of sucked because he did all this outrage saying it's going down and then your coin went down more than the Celsius and FTT Ponzi's that you're telling people to get out of. So you have to walk a fine line with your reputation here if you want to help the most amount of people. I know that really sucks. I know a lot of people will be like, man, that kind of sucks how he told people to get their money out, but then like we went down more than them. Like, just life kicks in the nuts, okay? So what's my approach? Well, I'm not even going to bother about how it looks. I don't care about reputation. I'm just telling you, here are some data points. I'm a peanut brain, okay? I am buying low. Here it is. It could keep going lower. I don't care. There are scenarios when I buy low, it goes lower, and then people try to embarrass me, bait me, say you're trash, try to do the screenshots. I don't really care, friends. Who cares, okay? You're like a little gremlin, like just dancing in the middle of the street, like, ha, ha, ha. But you know what I mean? Like, it's irrelevant to me, okay? But unfortunately, the opposite's going to happen at the worst time, and you're going to get the most enemies, okay? See, buying the bear market, it's tough, but it's actually nothing compared to selling in the bull market. Because selling in the bull market is when you have 10 times the amount of people paying attention. So you're literally 10 times more people in the room with you. And now they need their dreams to come true. And by you exiting, you are telling them, you didn't buy enough. You're a little bitch. Why'd you put in $2,000? You should have put in 12. Right? You could have exited by now, okay? Yes. Oh, what did you? Okay, that thing that you needed to go 100x, it's up 20x right now. You know? Yeah. You should have put in 5x bigger size. You can't go back in time and do that. Okay. Luckily for you, you have a friend who may or may not have been trying to tell you what he was doing during this whole bear market. Super giga turbo long. Anticipating the future, friends. I can smell the future. My crystal ball. I'm smelling it. Look at this crystal ball. I'm just telling you, I can smell it right now. Little Timmy, go and ask him in 2021 why he didn't sell Bitcoin at 50K. It's because little Timmy had a hunchback. And little Timmy was listening to all the influencers who said 100K was programmed. Little Timmy, if you go ask him in 2021, you freeze time. You say, little Timmy, why are you not selling now? He goes, well, I want my round number, $1 million. And right now, my Bitcoin and total portfolio is only $330,000. And you say, oh my gosh, little Timmy, what would you do if you could go back a year ago? If you wanted to exit now, he'd say, well, I would buy 3 times my coins. Because instead of being 330K, I would actually have $1 million today and I could walk out. Okay. This is a scenario you have to imagine yourself. If we get to Bitcoin 80K and Ian Bellina is calling for 150K. By the way, he's calling for it today. Okay. So these are the things that you have to be prepared with. And that's why I'm preparing you. That's why, friends, if you go watch my content during the bull market, during the bear market, I was like, wow, bullish, 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 bullish. Now that we're starting to get expensive, my tone is changing, okay? Because for the love of God, man, I'm telling you right now, if you aren't skeptical or paranoid or both, you're not going to survive, okay? This game, friends, it's tough. You're going to figure out, unfortunately, why Jesse Livermore walked into a hotel lobby and blew his brains out, okay? Make $1 billion, lost $1 billion. Make $1 billion, lost $1 billion. Make $1 billion, lost $1 billion. Okay, blow your brains out. You're going to figure it out why. You'll learn the hard way, okay? Markets are not reliable. Do not rely on them for income. We are going to bink this. You only need 1 home run, okay? So yes, that's the scary part. I'm going to tell you the good part, okay? For Warren Buffett, you just need 1 home run. You just need one thing to bink it, friends. Now, when Warren Buffett was talking about it, he was talking about holding a company for like 10 to 20 years and it keeps compounding. Now, in crypto, you can barely hold something for like one month without like it dropping and then not believing in it again, okay? So this is the mindset we're going to have. You just need 1 home run. And it doesn't have to be just be 1 coin. I'm just telling you, 1 cycle. We could see the bottom. We could smell the bottom. Here comes the middle part. There are hope and disbeliefs around the corner, and then euphoria comes and we are ready. Just in case the euphoria happens lower than what everybody else thinks. Okay, because what if we are at $80,000 and I freeze time and I say, hello, baby doll friends, why aren't you taking profit right now? Do you want to be like little Timmy? You might only have a $330,000 portfolio by that point. You're like, well, I would exit right now, but I should have bought 3 times the coins. You don't want to be in that position, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. You are now friendlier and wiser. Catch you soon.